Hello guys, TavHD here and welcome to another video. Today I will be doing a what's on my iPhone video, and this iPhone is an iPhone 8 Plus 64GB in space grey. Let's get started. And apologies if I sound a bit weird, I am ill at the moment, but there's nothing I can do about that, so let's just do this video now. So on the first row you can see I've got the camera, photos, Twitter and Snapchat. So photos and camera, I'm sure you know what those are. I use those quite a lot. Well, I don't anymore because the phone thinks the storage is full when it isn't. So I need to try and sort that out at some point. Then Twitter, I use that quite a lot just to stay in touch with people really. And then Snapchat, I can't remember ever using that, but I've got it there because why not? Next, Instagram, I use that quite a lot as well. Then we've got Google, of course I'm sure you know what Google is. I use that very often, multiple times a day just to find things out. Then we've got YouTube, I spend about 3 hours a day on that usually. Spotify, I've got the free one because I don't want to pay. I use it on my Apple Watch quite a bit. Google Maps is next. I hardly ever use that, I prefer Apple Maps. Then Notes, I don't really use that either, but it is quite convenient just to be able to type things up quickly. Then Calculator, I use that quite a lot, and I also have a calculator app on my Apple Watch, and if you want a video about my Apple Watch I can do that at some point. Then Settings, I need that because some things do go wrong with this phone and I've got to try and sort them out. Next, Google Translate, I used to use that a lot when I was learning Spanish, but not much anymore. Then the Fitbit app, I don't know why I've still got that there considering I don't even use a Fitbit anymore. Then Speed Test, just to test my internet because it does break quite a lot. It's just good to see if it's actually working or not. App Store, that's where you get your apps of course. iTunes, never used it, probably never will. I don't really like paying for things, especially when I could just listen to them for free on YouTube. Then My Car Check, this is an interesting app. So you've got to log in and then it lets you check people's registration plates of their cars, which is definitely interesting. So you can check if the car's stolen or something like that. It's quite useful, just if you want to check if a car you're buying is legit or not. Next is Waze, that's like your sat-nav app. Very useful for going on long journeys, for example. Next is the Measure app. This is built in to iOS now. Lets you use your phone as a tape measure. Hardly ever works, but when it does, it's quite good. Next is the YouTube Studio app. I don't use it much, but it can be useful. Sweatcoin, get points for walking. It's a big waste of time, but I've just got it there just to see if it will earn me anything. Probably won't, but I don't really care. Next is Mail. Mail is just set up with my iCloud. I never really use it. And then next we've got Contacts. I'm sure you know what that is. Then at the bottom we've got Messages, WhatsApp, Phone and Gmail. Those are my most used contacting methods, so that's why they're at the bottom. On the next page here, I'll bring it closer, we've got Tunnel Bear, which is VPN. Then we've got my games folder. It's just got games in it. Yeah, there is quite a lot of reflection on the screen, I do apologise. Next, shopping, just shopping apps, quite simple then. Audio related things, yeah, cat sounds, that's good. Turn the volume up. Yeah, that's cat sounds. Next, we've got files and folder. Folder I use to access my school's network, which is very convenient. Then we've got photo and video, so that's where I keep those sorts of things. Useful things are next, if it'll let me open it. Weather, calendar, clock, find iPhone and compass. Things that I don't use very often, but I still have them on the phone if I do want to use them. Next, banking. That's just to do with my bank. Then smartness. These are all things that are, well, smart, as it says by the title. And these are all school-related things, Apple-related things in there. Then finally, things for my watch, so that's the activity app, a calculator app I have, and the watch app itself. So that's everything that's on my iPhone. I hope this video was in some way interesting to you. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.